So we did the catching up part. Okay, so this is like a short form kind of speaking test. So the background is and Kevin, you can start. So the way that background is that imagine this is a scenario. Imagine that a marketing firm is doing research, and actually do the next one. So just that one. And you have agreed to participate in a telephone interview about eating at restaurants. So there's no requirement here to speak for any, you don't have to talk for 5 minutes or whatever. Just imagine this is a phone call and you're just answering the question. So,
Right.
So do you prefer to eat at home or at a restaurant?
Well, for me, it depends. Normally I would prefer to eat at a restaurant because so many cuisine to choose, and you don't have to spend time washing the dishes or cleaning up. So, yeah, I would prefer to eat at a restaurant.
Okay. Which type of restaurant do you like?
Well, normally I would choose the steakhouse for the steak, and maybe for some wine, and maybe some also some Thai cuisine would be my top choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
And describe your favorite restaurant and tell us why you like it. What's your current favorite restaurant?
Honestly, I don't have a favorite restaurant in Taiwan, but I usually would go to the steakhouse and one of the Taipei Tower. It's called Smith and Wollensky, and it's a steakhouse originate from America, and it get a nice view, and because it's on 46th floor, and the steak there was awesome, and especially their dried aged ribeyes, and so I usually would order like 8 ounce to 10 ounce ribeyes, and with the red wine. Yeah. So why I like it, because you can enjoy the food and the view out there. Yeah.
All right. Sounds nice. Thank you. All right, James, you get a different topic. So same scenario, marketing firms doing research, and you've agreed to participate in a telephone interview about birthday celebrations.
Okay. So it's my turn.
Yeah. So are birthday celebrations important in your country?
It's quite important for a person to celebrate its birthday in my country, since it actually acts as a symbol for you actually grow up, and people will join with your party to celebrate with maybe your family or your friend. Yeah.
Okay. How are birthdays typically celebrated?
Typically in Taiwan, people celebrate their birthday with perhaps go to much high quality restaurants to celebrate, and some of the much more tradition family, they will celebrate it in their home, and celebrate with their grandfathers, with their senior parents, so that they could have a good relationship with their family.
Right. Okay. In terms of sort of general attitude, how do people in Taiwan generally feel about getting older?
For the attitude, it's actually depends. So I think that for myself, I'm in a younger stage. When you get older, you actually are celebrating to growing up, being much more mature, and getting more wisdom. But for some part of the population, they've much older population, they actually aren't quite happy when they're talking about their age, since it's reminding that they're actually much older now than they before.
Okay,
Yeah.
good, fair enough. Okay, some grammar style questions. So in each one of these sentences, there is a mistake. So I'd like you to find and correct the mistake. And do all of them. So take a moment. And again, it's okay, you know, making mistakes is not a problem. Just do your best. So maybe Kevin, can you try the first one, please?
I don't feel enough confident. I don't feel enough confidence to stand in front of an audience and answer their questions.
Yes, you know what? I have you're absolutely correct. That does make it. I had marked the correction as confident enough, which is
All right.
I don't feel enough confidence. That's also okay. Good. you got an answer I didn't expect. Good. James, please.
What our competition doesn't do is provide good after-sales service.
Yeah. All right, Kevin.
The training weekend was above all a great chance for people to get to know one another.
Good. James, please.
Our company has 20 years working experience in a global market in at least 20 different languages.
Okay, good. Yeah. The main thing is to cut the. So you could also say 20 years experience of working is okay. But what you said is also correct. Or just as correct. Kevin, please.
We've sold about we've sold about 28,000 units up to date, which about 26. Let's do it again, Bruce.
Yeah, not quite. James, do you know this one?
We've sold about 28,000 units, which about About which amount? No, I think something around with the which. We've sold about 28,000 units to date. That about, no, it's not that. I think that there's need to be a change of the word. Change of the. We've sold about 28,000 units to date. Something is wrong with the which.
Okay, yeah, you got the right, you got the right area.
I'm not sure which term I should use.
We're referring back to the 28,000. Of those 28,000, we've sold about 28,000 units to date. Among those 28,000.
Oh,
right. So we would say the way that we typically say that is of which.
of which.
Of which about.
Oh, yeah.
The which referring back to the 28,000. And okay, Kevin, please. Slide back to you. Number 6.
By experiencing day-to-day life in one of your target markets, you can really begin to understand your potential customers.
Good. James?
Last Friday, the office lights were left on until end of the day, so please remember switching them off before you leave this afternoon. No, it's not until. We're left on the office lights were left on. Wait a minute. Last Friday, the office lights were left on at the end of the day. Before you leave this afternoon. Sorry. Yeah.
That's okay.
The office lights were left on. Could be like that, but there's some at the end of the day. I think it's pretty weird. Yeah, so please remember switching them off before you leave this afternoon. Seems right. At the end of the day, let me think. At the end of the day, end of the day, just take out. No, leave on. Leave on. Yeah, if I will change it, I'll just take out the whole thing. Yeah, at the end of the day.
Okay, good try. Not quite. Kevin, do you want to take a shot at this one?
Last Friday, the office lights were at the end of the day. Were lifted on. At the end of the day. Please switching them off before you leave this one.
Okay, so I know what's tripping you guys up here. What we want to say here is to switch, and but it's when we look at this, it's actually remember remember
know.
to are the phrase. So it's actually not to switch is not a phrase together. Remember to is the
Oh,
phrase. When we say
oh,
remember to, it means don't forget to do this. Remember to lock your car when you get out. Remember to turn off the stove, right? So, and if it's remember to, then it's not switching, then it's change to switch, yeah. Okay, not bad.
At the end of the day, but I just feel weird.
No, it's okay. At the end of the day, it's okay. And the last one, please, James.
Okay.
This one should be okay.
Must be when you work for us because there was a sudden drop in sales revenue. Must have been a good. Fred must had been have been.
Yeah, you said it right first time, yeah.
I'm thinking the past tense doesn't make sense in here, but no.
Must have been.
But perhaps yeah, because it's actually finished, you know. Yeah, had been. So it's talking about the past time for our current of time. So I think had maybe be here will be much.
It is about the past time, but it's still true. It's like a quality that's still true. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird statement, yeah. But no, I see what you're saying, but okay. We're not gonna do these ones. I wasn't sure how many people would be here, so I over prepared. Okay, pair speaking. So this is basically you guys need to discuss and come up with an answer for something. And let's do the next. I'll do this one. Let's do the next one. So discuss and then make a decision. Tell me what the decision is. So the newly appointed human resource director of your company is proposing to introduce an appraisal scheme to assess the performance of staff. You have been asked for your opinion about the proposal. So how do you feel? If there's an appraisal scheme being introduced, what do you think the likely reactions from staff might be? And how should feedback be given? So if everybody in your company was told, all right, we're going to be assessing your performance now, appraising it, how are they going to react? And in what way should that assessment be communicated to them? I don't know if you do this already. What you want, so.
No, I don't think so. What the active relation from two. Oh, okay.
but so
Yep. Hi, Kevin. So maybe we could start. Yeah, we could start with the discussion. So maybe we could take some kind of example from the employers reaction from the staff reaction when introduction about this.
right.
Yeah.
So what is like the
So
reaction?
maybe yeah. You can first. Sorry.
Oh no, I just repeat the sentence. Well,
Okay.
I mean, for me, myself, I would kind of feel a little bit stressed, or maybe nervous, maybe curious about what kind of criteria they're gonna measure and our performance, and yeah, maybe a little suspicious about the company's situation now, etc. Yeah. What about you? I mean,
yeah, I think that the mostly staff will be I think that since this is proposed and introduced, then I think that previously we actually the company actually doesn't do this. So maybe it's just because there's a new human resource director which needs to be correctly appraised with the current staff. So I think that most of the audience will be a bit anxious.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I do agree with the point that you've been taking. Yeah. And yeah, it should be given on their performance. So I think that the most interesting will be there's number 2, since the mostly reaction will be anxious, and they will be quite curious about how they're being given the feedback.
Yes.
Yeah, so the point, maybe we could actually the method of using appraisal will be the most important to level down the anxiety from the staff. So my opinion will be like, we need to be clear about the way that we are giving our feedback. We need to be fair about how we will do after the feedback, so that this will be yeah, I think that will be the point. Yeah.
Fair. I mean, yeah, I kind of agree with you that feedback should be fair to all of the staff, and yeah, right, should be yeah, for your opinion.
Maybe more like, it's not like fair, since fair couldn't be judged by how the feedback be given, but how the communication be given. But I think that the most important is being strictly like everyone know about how their assessment, and perhaps they could talk with their manager about it. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah, I mean, from my own perspective, I feel like it's a good timing and good way to kind of stand up crystal clear criteria for the company, and to let the staff know that their hard working has been considered, and it's worthwhile for them to put their hard work here. Yeah, so I think I really yeah, I think what you say is quite important.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, we're just going to do 4 of these, just to go through this one a little bit quickly. So yeah, what's the right word? What finishes the sentence? James, can you do the first one, please?
Mike is a good salesman because he's very persuasive. Yeah,
Yes.
since persuasive meaning persuade somebody. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Change their mind. Kevin, please.
Siemens Logistics and P2P Virtual have set up a joint venture to run a new business logistics service in Eastern Europe.
That's correct. And I'm a little surprised, because this word, I guess a lot of people haven't seen this word before. Parcel. So it has this sound. Yeah, parcel. Do you know this word, parcel?
No.
No, it's it just means like it just means like a box. Or like a,
Oh,
Ah,
yeah, exactly. So like, in this context, we're talking about two delivery companies, the two logistics companies. So person to person, P2P parcel just means, moving a box from person to person. I guess it's an old word we don't really use very much anymore. Number 3, please, James.
the cash flow problem started when some of our debtors were late in paying us.
Good, yeah, debtors.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can, in this word, we can keep the B just totally silent and just say debtors.
Debtors. Yep.
Good. And Kevin, please.
we can completely eliminate waste, but we can significantly reduce it.
Good. Yeah, significantly reduce it. Okay, so let's go to the next one. These are more idiom-like, so I think maybe actually a little bit more difficult in some ways.
Okay.
More fixed phrases and idioms. So yeah, James, please. Oh, you know what? No, not that. No, actually not number 1 because the word isn't in the box.
I thought that it's weird. Okay.
Legal action.
Thank God you find out, or I'm just stuck here.
Yes. Number 2. Can you start with number 2, please, James?
Kyle Anderson holds a 51% bid in KA Exploration Pty.
Okay,
Uh,
good
Yeah.
good
Oh,
try.
steak.
Steak.
Steak is much better. Yeah.
Steak, yeah. Kevin, please.
Don't pass the button.
Don't pass the bottom. Okay, good try, but no. James, do you know this one?
Don't pass the
I don't know where this phrase comes from.
straw. Don't pass the straw. Weird.
Yeah,
Don't
I can see how that makes sense. Pass the
Oh,
pass the
pass
buck means to not take responsibility. I don't know. I don't know where it comes from. But,
Okay.
Yeah.
Buck means the money.
yeah, I think so. And it's a really common phrase, but I don't know where it comes from, to be honest.
Okay.
Okay, Kevin, number 4, please.
I respect Paolo because he always does more than he paid to do. He goes the extra mile every time.
Good, yeah, goes the extra distance. James, please.
The press conference helped to end the speculation about the company's futures.
The press conference helped him. Correct. Kevin, please.
John's Carter's don't Magnuson
Magnuson, yeah, good.
Magnuson has launched a takeover bid for rivals Leach and Beeson.
Good. And James, please.
Do you ever get to the bottom of the software problem you were having? Yeah.
And last one, Kevin, should be easy.
Having my holiday cancelled is the last straw. I can't work here anymore.
Yeah, the last straw. Have you heard this one before? Do you know the last straw?
Yeah. The camel.
Yeah.
The camel, yeah, exactly. I think that's where it comes from. The straw that broke the camel's back, but the last little thing that made it collapse. Good. Okay. So now the last part we're going to have time for today, and let's just make it like 2 minutes because it'll be like 2 minutes per person. So it's just a presentation. There are 4 potential topics. So Kevin, I'm going to say you can go first, and you can pick either one of these, 1 or 2. And then James, there's a second page that you can choose one. So
Okay.
Kevin, can you pick a topic?
Okay. Hold on.
I'll pick number 2.
Number 2, okay. So talk about a job that you would like, and then describe that job in terms of employment trends, flexibility, so on and so forth. Okay, that's good. So take a minute and think about it. While you're thinking about it, I'm going to show James the next one, and James, if you can pick one of these two, and then while Kevin's talking, you can get prepared.
Yeah, I'll take number 4.
Number 4, the crisis. Yeah, okay, I thought you would. Yeah. Okay. Okay, are you ready, Kevin? Or do you need some more time to think?
Okay, I think I can.
Okay, so let's make it roughly 2 minutes or so. But don't worry about the time. Just make a complete. It's okay.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna share my ideal job that I would like to have. Well, I kind of love the math and the logic and data processing. So I would want to be a data engineer, and my ideal job for this is that I could analyze different kind of data. For example, like maybe the financial data and the e-commerce data, and also maybe some environmental data. And because of the variety of the data, I would have the largest flexibility to kind of analyze different kind of models or discuss with different kind of experts. And I think it could really inspire me to different kind of aspects and look things from different kind of angle. Also, it would be perfect if I could work with people around the world, so we could maybe have the standing up meeting like once a week and share our own perspective. And I would prefer, because of the data engineer job doesn't need that much space, so I would expect it would be I could work remotely, so I could travel around while working at the same time. Yeah, and I think that's so far that the ideal job I would like to have.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, good. All right, that's interesting. All right, James, crisis.
Okay. So in modern days, that I think that it's very common that a company will face a public relationship crisis. Maybe it's a mistweet that higher up manager that's mistweet something, or perhaps it's their own LinkedIn pages that being showing that some article that's not good with the public. I think that this is very common in this current trend. Yeah. And so I think that for a responsible company, or perhaps a good company with public relationship is that they need to firstly, they need to have a team to solve this. They have maybe like a response team for something like this. And perhaps they need to start apologizing with sincerity about what they're doing wrong. And mostly the public will be much more tolerant if you first apologize with sincerity. And perhaps it's a good idea to stop the people that are causing the crisis from them to tweet more or causing more trouble. That's pretty important for every stages of the crisis. Don't make the crisis much bigger. Yeah. And I think that the public will perceive this response. If you do it with sincerity, it will they will much tolerant about your mistakes. And you have to state that you actually will be improved, or how next time you could be handled better with each kind of crisis, so that there will going to be an SOP, standard of procedure, for this kind of stuff. Okay, I think that will pretty much be my point for the crisis.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good, thanks. All right. So let's stop this. Okay, well, I will, sure you guys want to get on with your evening. Thank you for your time and the results. Will be communicated to, I'll send them to Vicky, and then I don't know what she does with them. I assume they get back to you at some point.
Okay.
Basically. Yeah. Well, thanks a lot, guys. Hopefully I'm going to be, I'm going to Jakarta soon. I'm going to be there for a couple of months, so I'm trying to stop into Taipei on my way there. So yeah, so hopefully I'd like to, if I get a chance, I'm going to come by your office and say hello to everyone.
Right.
Or your
Okay,
offices.
interesting. Okay.
We'll see. Haven't been to
Yeah.
Taipei yet, so hope to go. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for your time. You guys have a good day.
You-
I'll talk to you when I talk to you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.